in the last class, we talked about adding B-rolls within our clips in Vedio, and in this class, we're going to look at how to add text and titles. Okay, so adding text and titles can make our work appear very much better, because text can send in a lot of message to your viewer when you add them correctly as captions or as titles in your videos. So to add a text in Vedio, all you need is just to start by coming to the top over here. Still at the project bin, you can come to the top, click on this small arrow, and you can see you can add the title clip. Okay, so you just click and you'll be brought into this very platform. Don't be confused, this is very simple. I'll explain everything. So over here you have the pan tool. This is a selection tool. You can use it to navigate around, and you can add a text directly using this. You can add a rectangle if you have, you can add a circle, or you can add an image from an external source. Okay, or you can click on this to open a document, or to save this as a template, or to create new title template, or to download an existing template and apply. So what this means is you click on this T and you can start typing. So you can just search for example, welcome to Langkawi. Okay, Langkawi is an island that I visited. It's very nice. So you can just select, and you can manually adjust the position on your own, or you can play around with it from here. Both the width and height, you can play around with them, or you can come over here to check the alignment. You can align center and everything to be aligned at center. Okay, so over here you have the basic text control features like the font style. You can change the font styling from here. There are different styles. You can check around and just change it to any. I like this. You can play around with the sizing if you're interested, and you can bold, you can italize, you can underline, you can do all sort of things from here. The coloration, I intentionally made it to be white, but then you have this much control as regards the color. You can change it to any color of your choice. You can select any color and it's going to work perfect. This is because it's underwater, so our white color is going to do a good job. And then we have the outline. This is a solid. We make it white. The outline, I make it a little bit yellow, and we can make it red if you're interested, or something like this is good. So as you hit on OK, it takes in, you can see welcome to Langkawi. And then we can add in a shadow if you want. We can add some shadow, and we can vary the blurry nature over here, and the offset as well. You can vary it from here. You can vary this one also. Okay, and you can align left, right, center, and then the letter spacing. You can come down here and you can make it a typewriter effect. Welcome to Langkawi. You can make it a typewriter effect. You can change the frame step, and you can change how do you want the typewriter effect to happen. Is it by character, or by word, or by line? You can do all that. So let's say by character, we'll go by character, and then so you can change virtually a lot of things here. And then as regards the background, you can change the color. Right now we can change it. If you want to change the color, you can just change the color directly. And I think something like blue could do a good job here. All right, so let's say we select blue. We're here on OK, and you can see, but the main color, the main background behind the text is checkered, which means it is backgroundless. Okay, it doesn't have, it's transparent. You can only see the text. Okay, so you can vary the size also from here. So you can add in some animations and patterns if you're interested. We'll come to animations in detail so you understand what I'm talking about. But then there are other features, text editing features over here. So as regards the background, you can change the coloration, show the guides. If you don't want to show the guides, you can unshow them. Use the grids. If you don't want to show the grids, also you can unshow them over here. And you can deselect, or you can zoom to fit. You can see everything to fit. And then you can increase the sizing also manually from here, and you can zoom everything to fit. Okay, you can make everything appear to fit. You can zoom to fit, or you can zoom to the actual size, or you can zoom to fit so it fits in everything here. Okay, so once you're done here, you put in everything you needed. You can just go ahead, you can come over here. This is the properties. You are done editing everything as regards the text. You can just go ahead and come over here and say create a title. So you can click on this. You can save and add to project. Okay, so let's save and add to the project. So saving, you have to give it a name. So it's going to save this as a template for you, maybe that you can use as part of your brand within your channel or within your business. So let's call this epic text. Okay, so let's say epic text, and it quickly saves it in the direction where Vedio saves its templates. Okay, so we click on save, and it's going to save this, and it's going to add it as a text. Okay, epic text, and it has added it as a text into our project bin. So you can drag and drop it here, and then you can resize it because we want it to cover just this area. Welcome to Langkawi. So let's play a preview and let's see. Welcome to Langkawi. Okay, you can see how perfect it is. Then we move into this. I think this is fantastic. Welcome to Langkawi, but the blue color is interfering, so let's remove the blue background. So we can right click on the text and come to edit clip over here. So we can come over here and then maybe select this one and say okay to this because it's blue. We can update the title, save in project, and it's going to be updated. Okay, so you can select and you can come over here and say replace, and it's going to replace with the existing one. All right, so you can see it's actually being replaced. Alternatively, on your own, you could just go ahead and drag and drop it, and it's going to show the same effect that you have across. So let's say we kind of remove this, delete selected item, and then we could just drag and drop this. All right, so assuming we want to update this text because we don't want the looks. Okay, so you can just go ahead and come over to this text and say edit clip, and you can change it. For example, the background is what we don't want. We can change the background, click on this, and we can give it something like this, and I think we can say okay to this. I think this is okay. This looks much better, so we can just update, and it's going to update automatic. So we can go ahead and try it. You can see welcome to Langkawi, and I think this color is okay because it's blue color and it's aligning with the sea color. Welcome to Langkawi. I want it to stop here, and then we can just drag and drop this here. Okay, so welcome to Langkawi. Okay, so let's say we have another text, enjoying the ride. So let's come over here, still come to add text title, and then we can come over here, select and say enjoying the moment. Right, so you can align center, but because it's the bolt, we have to bring it down a little bit. So let's click out and then bring it down a little. So you can add any shape from rectangle to circle. You can add anything. So let's say we add this circle. You can just drag and drop it here. And let's say we add this, even though they don't mean anything, but we can just for demonstration purpose, we can just drag. Go back to the selection tool and we can just drag. All right, drag and drop here. So let's say we like this, we like what we see, so we can just update, and then we can drag, enjoying the moment, so we can just drag and drop it here. So we can resize it, so it's just going to be within the ship. All right, so you can see enjoying the moment, and then it flies to this one. So let's say diving adventure. So let's add another text, add another title clip, and then we'll come here and say select, and inside the text we can say diving adventure. All right, so we can click out, resize it, and bring it down here, and then we can click on create this, and you can see diving adventure. We can just easily drag and drop it here, so we can resize it to fill up the area that we want. Let's say diving adventure here, and then we can see it. Okay, the jumping in, and you can see diving adventure. So over here we can say enjoying the view, the sea view. Okay, so we can just add another text. You can say add another title, and then we can click, let's say enjoying the sea view. All right, so click and bring this down. You can always create the file, so you can just drag and drop it across this view. Okay, so you can see everything is now coming up. Okay, so you can see enjoying the sea view. Okay, so very nice and professional. So you can see over here we can decide to add the transitions across by just hitting, and you'll be able to see we can add simple transitions that so welcome to Langkawi, and the typewriting effect. And just delete this item. Okay, so welcome to Langkawi, and then it moves to this, now enjoying the moment, and then diving adventure, and then we have the enjoying the sea. Okay, So that is basically how to add text, and in each case you'll be able to see the different properties. You can always select on any and you'll be able to update, or just right click and say edit clip, and you can be able to update it over here. All right. Okay. If you don't want to have a background, you can just select. You can just come over here to background, and then you can remove the background in total. So you can update, and you can see your text is now without a background. And when you try to play it here, you will see that it doesn't have a background. Enjoying the sea. So you can just go to enjoying the sea. You can see it. All right. So let's say we delete this one, and then we drag and drop this. Okay. So we'll just adjust it. We can bring it down. And let's try enjoying the sea. So you can see enjoying the sea without the background. Okay, so basically this is how to add in text and play around with it within Vedio Live. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next class, we are going to look at how to add animations to our text and to our videos. Okay, so until next time, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Bye.